Hi everyone, here's Robotani from FoneArena.com and we're going hands-on with the brand new OnePlus X. Now this phone was launched today here in Delhi and it's in fact a global launch. It was launched all around the world and Delhi is one of the first cities where we're seeing this phone. Right off the bat, let's go on to the hardware and the design of the phone. Now you'll notice that this phone looks nothing like the older, the OnePlus One and the OnePlus Two. It looks nothing like them. It's a very iPhone-like design, though it is unique. You can't say it's an exact copy or anything, but it is clearly inspired. There's a metal band running around the phone. The front has glass and the back too has glass, which is hyper glossy. You've got the camera over here along with a single LED flash. And on the front you've got 3 capacitive keys. Now this is a 5-inch display, as you've probably noticed by now. It's smaller than the OnePlus 2 and it's pretty bright in fact, and the screen resolution is full HD, nice and bright. Even in bright sunlight it is very visible. That said, it is very glossy, but the brightness levels are good enough to mitigate that. Moving over to the right hand side, you'll notice that there's a power key and you've got the volume rocker as well. You've got the SIM card plus micro SD card slots over here. The top sports the 3.5mm audio jack, while the bottom has the micro USB port. There is no USB type C here, unfortunately, so you'll have to make do with micro USB on both sides of the charging port. You'll also spot holes for the speaker, so you've got a speaker grill there. Let's move over to the left side of the phone. There's a 3-way rocker switch which lets you toggle between the different notification modes, the different profile modes. Let's see how it works. Yeah, priority interruptions only, shifted down further, all notifications, and at the top you've got no interruptions. It's a very nifty feature to have. Not very customizable, though I hope that OnePlus opens that up. The interface is practically stock Android. That said, this is running Oxygen OS. This is not Cyanogen Mod or any of those customizations. Let's see. So yeah, this is Oxygen OS 2.1 and it's running on Android 5.1. We're not really sure when this phone is getting Android 6.0, but given that OnePlus is pretty alright with updates, we should be getting that soon enough. Now let's talk about the cameras. As we've already mentioned, there is a camera module at the back, and this is a 13 megapixel ISO sensor f2.2 and should be pretty decent enough. This phone unfortunately does not shoot 4K video. On the front you've got an 8 megapixel sensor with an f2.4 lens, and that too should be pretty decent for your selfies. 8 megapixels is pretty good for selfies, that said. Let's talk about the internals now. This has a Snapdragon 801 processor. This is the same processor that was there on the OnePlus One, and this is paired with 3 GB of RAM, and there's 16 GB of storage on board. You can expand that via the micro SD card slot, but there is a caveat there. You have dual SIM card slots on this phone, but you can choose to use one of them as a micro SD card slot, so you can't have 2 SIM cards and the micro SD card as well at the same time, and that's a bit of a bummer, to be honest. Beyond that, it's a pretty decent phone. The battery is 2525 mAh, should be good enough for a full work day, but that's not something we can really give a judgment call on at the moment. The phone does not have NFC and it does not have a fingerprint scanner either, and that's definitely disappointing. Let's take a look at the amount of free storage on the phone. So out of 16 GB you get about 10.63 GB for free storage, which is about par for the course. In fact, let me get you the glass version right now. So there you go, we've got the glass version and the ceramic version right next to us, and you cannot make out a difference. They're basically the same. There's just a slight different hue at the back, but you're not really going to make out that difference. So overall it's a pretty it's not a bad phone, but there's nothing really spectacular about it, and it's pretty high priced for what it is. That said, we'll give you a full review soon enough. This was Dhruv Putani and Hitesh from FoneArena.com, bringing you a hands-on with the new OnePlus X. If you have any questions about this, please do let us know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.